Ahojte všetci, nedávno som bola na jednej konferencii s názvom Revive, ktorá sa konala v Nemeckom Karlsruhe. Za chvíľku uvidíte 6 svedectiev, z toho 4 sú misionárske, 4 misionári, ktorí zdieľajú svoj život viac v oblasti misie. Verím tomu, že vás to pozbudí. A tie ostatné 2 sú na takú inú tému. A chcem vás tak pozbudiť, že ak máte nejaké typy svedectiev, ktoré by ste radi počuli do budúca na nejakú konkrétnejšiu tému, kľudne mi napíšte tu do komentáru, pretože tento rok budem chodiť na veľa kresťanských akcií. A teda budem veľmi rada aj dávať svedectvá, ktoré viacej vás zaujímajú, ktoré možno viacej potrebujete počuť, aby vás pozbudili, aby možno nastal ten prielom v tej oblasti, kde možno ten prielom ešte nevidíte. A teda, aby som už dlho nerozprávala, vychutnajte si tieto svedectvá a teda teším sa na vás v ďalšom videu. Pozdravujem vás svätým boskom.
Hi. Well, I've been a missionary for 38 years now. You can judge how old I may be by now, but yesterday I was out in the streets with 2 young people, one from Belarus and one from France, and I am from Germany. And we said, okay, this is the last day of the year. We want to ask people, what are you grateful for this last year that has just passed? What are your hopes for the coming year? And can I pray for this? And now the first people we passed, they said, no, not interested. So we went on and asked those questions, and every single one told us what they were grateful for. One of them said, there's nothing I can be grateful for because life was so terrible last year and the war everywhere. But they all talked about hopes for the future, and they all said, yes, please pray for us. So for me it was a great encouragement to see in this city in Germany where nobody thinks of God, people are willing, if somebody says, hey, can I just pray for you? What are your hopes? I would like to pray to God for you.
Hi, my name is Brooke, and so when I was 14 years old, I fell in love with Spain. I got the chance to visit, and I just knew that's where I wanted to live when I grew up someday. Missions was not on my mind at all, but 10 years later, I arrived to Spain as a missionary. So I get to work with young people in Spain, and it's really cool because I work closely with a lot of young people who are Christians, and I help to encourage them and support them in sharing the gospel with their friends in their campuses, in their sports. And so seeing them use their passions, I even have a youth who does videos, and seeing her get to use her passions for Christ has been really exciting for me, because we can all serve Christ whatever our passions are.
My name is David, I'm from Germany, and a few years back when I was doing my high school, I really wanted to go to South America to do a missions trip. So I signed up for that mission trip, and they would tell me the amount of support I would need to raise every month. And for me that seemed like an incredible amount. I actually thought, okay, God, I can't do this. This is way too much money. I will never be able to raise this, so let me look for something else. But then a really good friend of mine and mentor of mine told me, hey David, you see, when you do your part, God will do his part, and he will be faithful. And I shared my story in my church and with friends and family, and in just 2 weeks I had all the money I needed to go to Chile for 9 months. I actually even had money left in the end, so that paid my flight back to Germany. So this is just really something I want to encourage you with if you're thinking about missions maybe, or another project you want to start.
Hello, my name is Ania and I come from Poland. I work in the Netherlands at a Bible college for mission training at the moment. But I've always wanted to become a missionary, and it was beautiful how God called me into missions. I thought it's impossible for me. I thought, how can I support myself financially? I don't have the money for missions to go to another country. And I thought this is not something for me, especially coming from Poland. And yeah, God was bigger than that, and he somehow directed me to go to this Bible college in the Netherlands that prepares for missions. And I definitely had to talk to my church that supported me in this journey, and a lot of my friends as well stepped alongside, which was beautiful to see how they blessed me, but they also have become a blessing in this partnership that I was now on the journey with God. And so I went to Cornerstone to become a missionary, to learn about missions more, and I knew that there will be a day when God will say, like, okay, now you're going somewhere else. For now, God has asked me to become one of the supporters in the mission, in the equipping for mission, so support roles. So I'm working at the college Cornerstone, supporting others, but I'm still supported. I'm a missionary, and it's just such an amazing story of God's faithfulness in my life and Him blessing me in the journey. So I want to encourage you that if you're thinking about missions, if you're thinking about going somewhere, don't think finances are the reason to stop you from it. Go to your churches, to the leadership team, ask your church friends whether they would support you in it, and you'll see God doing mighty works in your life as well. Be blessed.
Hello everyone, I'm Willie. I'm from Cameroon, and I'm in France since 6 months, coming with them from Morocco. And one of the things that has been really my expectation for this revival was also to make good friendships, because I'm here just recently and it is pretty hard to make good friendship, especially Christian friendships where I live in. So when I came here, I was really intentional about making good friends, and I did try my best to do that. I tried to meet a lot of people and to remember their names. I had a long list of people's names that I just write so that I won't forget their name, and I try to, when I see them, to remember their names. And it is really a blessing for me, for them, and I hope it will be the start of good friendship, as we have been told, maybe friendship that will help us to get strong and to serve the Lord together. So yes, this is one of the things that Revive has been a blessing to me for.
Čaute, volám sa Michaela a vlastne chcela by som povedať, že ako Pán Boh, keď som bola na Erasme v Krakove v roku 2018, ku mne hovoril vlastne cez zadanie, ktoré sme mali v škole, a vlastne mali sme vytvoriť komiks, keďže som študovala umenie, a ten komiks mal byť na tému premena. Ja som vlastne vytvorila taký komiks o takom dievčatku, ktoré žije v meste, a že každý má akoby namiesto duše v podstate akoby takú fľaštičku alebo nádobu, ktorú si naplňa rôznymi vecami. No a vlastne to dievčatko hľadalo, že čo by si tam mohlo naplniť. A vlastne žiadna z tých vecí, ktoré mali iní ľudia, sa jej nepačila alebo vlastne jej nepasovala do tej fľaštičky. No a už keď bola taká zúfalá, že už nevedela, že čo, tak vlastne tak išla a tak pozerala do zeme a medzi kameňmi na zemi našla také malé semiačko. No a to semiačko zobrala a on vlastne presne akoby zapadlo do jej fľaštičky. No a vlastne z nej začala raz taká veľká záhrada. No a vlastne v tom čase akoby Pán so mnou riešil to, že on je mojím otcom, pretože ja svojho otca nepoznám. A že vlastne on je mojím otcom, že on sa o mňa stará a že vlastne môžeme aj spolu kráčať akoby v tej záhrade. No ale ja som si vlastne v tom čase neuvedomovala, že som vlastne akoby robila, to bol akoby taký prorocký komiks alebo obraz o mne samej. A keď vlastne 2 roky na to sme sa rozprávali s kamarátom a on sa za mňa modlil, tak mi hovoril, že vlastne vidí moje srdce, ako je pozraňované vlastne, ale že z tých rán vyrastajú pučiky. A som si vlastne tak začala uvedomovať, že ja som to 2 roky dozadu vlastne už sama nakreslila a že vlastne Pán mi to takto zjavil. A potom vlastne rok na to, ako sa ten kamoš za mňa modlil, a sa za mňa modlila iná žienka, a ona vlastne mi hovorila, že už nie som pučik, ale že už som kvet, že už som vlastne tá záhrada, ktorú som aj nakreslila, a že Pán akoby nás ma dáva na obdiv, hej, a že pre mňa to bolo veľmi také, jednak aj v tom vzťahu, hej, že Boh je môj otec a že proste sa zo mňa teší, ale zároveň aj to, že v tej takej identite mojej, že som si nikdy nemyslela, že som dosť dobrá, pekná a neviem čo, ale že Pán proste sa na nás úplne inak pozerá.